Right, it's Friday morning and a little bit of a different day for me today. So while everyone else is going to be rounding up all the blocks on site, having a general tidy up and clean up, and then Matt's going to carry on running through the internal block work, I'm going to be doing some test panels for the brickwork of the house. So we're going to have the plinth section of Staffy Blues, where we've got three types of muck. We've got grey grit sand, yellow pit sand, and the standard grade A. So we're all going to be doing a 5 1-on-1 mix, so 5 sand, 1 cement and 1 lime, all gauged by buckets. So they will match in and stay the same for when we transfer it to the superstructure. And then on top of the Staffy Blues, we've got like a sort of yellow sandstone brick. Quite dusty, quite dry, so we'll be interested to see how that fares with some of the different types of mortar. But yeah, I'm gonna get set out, get prepared, and start building the walls. Right, so there's the first test panel done. As you can see at the top, this was done with silver sand. So yeah, one thing you notice straight away, the drying times, as this muck up here is had the life sucked out of it, and on the blues obviously it's still hanging around. So yeah, but I do like the contrast of the two colours for the house. So it's just about getting the right mortar mix to suit. So we've got space for 2 more, so we're going to do pit sand and grade A. So I think we're going to do the pit sand next and see how that goes. So we're just going to bond it straight into the wall, and yeah, obviously cleaned off a board, and we're going to have to clean out the mixing bucket so there's no contamination. So I'm going to get that sorted and get another batch mixed up and some more bricks around. Right, so that's how the yellow pit sand turned out, which is miles better than the silver sand. I don't know if you can see that, but it's almost like it's been laid with concrete because the bricks are so dry. It's just sucked all the moisture out of the pointing. So yeah, the pit sand is a lot more full, and it was a lot easier to lay with, as these bricks are, you see, quite dusty and dry. So one more panel to do. This one here, grade A. So all the mixes, five sand, 1 cement, 1 lime. So yeah, we'll see how this turns out. Right, so there we go. That is our 3 choices of sand for the build. So yes, whether the client agrees with any of the choices, well, these are the 3 choices, he just needs to make the decision. The front runner for us is the yellow pit sand at the minute, because on the Staffy Blues, you can see that it's giving a nice smooth finish rather than the grade A that is coarse. So at the minute it's between the grade A and the yellow pit for us, but ultimately it's whatever the client decides. So yeah, a bit of a shorter mini video really, just separating it from the main bulk build. So yeah, I believe next episode will be sorting out a bit of the groundworks and possibly starting the Staffy Blue brickwork, depending on which sand the client picks. So yeah, so hope you enjoyed building the little test panels, but yeah, I've got to get these covered up because unfortunately there is rain coming, so fingers crossed they all stay good for tomorrow and the client is happy with them. So yeah, and once again, if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, I'll catch you next episode. Well, you may notice it's not the end of the video. That's because we managed to source a much finer aggregate for the silver sand. So we just quickly took down the far left silver sand side of the test panels and just relaying it in the new sand. So this one as well, we will be charioting out the joints with a 10mm rake back. So yeah, hopefully this one looks all good. And there we go, that is the test panel redone in a different type of silver sand. And if you look, this one is a lot better and a lot more finer than the previous one we had. So we are going to be, obviously these 2 panels here have been half round jointed in, but this one here we're going to get the chariot. That's why we've left these joints a little bit more solid. Well, these drier bricks, as you can see, the joints are perfect, but the wetter blues still hanging about. So we're gonna have to leave these for a second and then get this one charioted in. I'm not sure if you can notice the colour difference between the two blues, as this set here is from Travis Perkins, which is a more darker and consistent brick, whereas these two panels are from Jewson's, which are a more purple brick. So you can see the difference. So that's why we took down this panel, because the client wanted to try a different brick and we didn't want to keep extending this, cutting off our access to build the superstructure here. So we've got a 5-1-1 of a fine silver sand. I'll go show you the difference in the sands. And then we've got a different merchant's blue bricks, which I think the client's happy to go with these, and he did like the colour of the silver sand, so I think it's a thumbs up for that. So if we over here, Matt is getting through the internal block work. See all this, and that's up to height now. So it's just this small section here, and after that I'm going to be jumping on the outside, bringing this up to ground. So this is a sand we've bought today, which is more of a finer sieved sand. And the one we were using Friday is more of a grit sand, as you can see there on the palm of my hand. It's got all the shelly bits in it. You can see there, it's got these big lumps. So yeah, so literally the difference between the two sands was the choice of the client. So I'm gonna get the chariot and yeah, just get the top sandstone bricks done, and then we'll be waiting around a bit and then get the blues done when they're ready. Right, so now we're all raked out and brushed off. The joints are looking quite good. So the client has got building background knowledge, as he has been a forklift driver for, I'd say, about 20 years. So a minute. Yeah, so he does know what he's talking about and what he wants, but yeah, I'm inclined to agree with him with this. The raked out joints and the sandstone bricks are quite a good match, and between all three of these, this new silver sand muck, let's see, get it nice and creamy, and yeah, it's quite nice to lay with. So I'll get back to you when this bottom blue section can be raked out. Right, well, unfortunately the camera ran out of battery, so we are home now. But yeah, the second build of the test panel did turn out quite well. So that is another aspect for the client to think about. But yeah, on top of that, that was us finished for the day. So yeah, I believe next week we will be getting all the drainage and all the bays finished completely, ready for beams, which is quite good. And I think we might be doing another section of the test panel on top, raking out the joints of the pit sand as well. So yeah, I'll be jumping on that at some point. So yeah, I'll keep it short and sweet. I hope you did enjoy this video, just getting up the test panels and a little update of the build as and when it was necessary. So yeah, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. It really appreciate it, because we are closing in on 1,000 now. So hopefully we can get there soon. So yeah, hopefully you all enjoy your weekend, and I'll catch you next week.